Did you see, Reggie, that this an Eminem song leaked from, I don't know if it was 2002 or 2003, where it was basically a Ja Rule diss song, but in it he mentions Suge quite frequently. In particular, he blames Suge for the passing of Tupac and Biggie. We'll play a snippet of it, but did you listen to this? And if so, can I get your reaction to it?
When your steps ready, set to let the shots go pop. Tell them who shot you. I'm holding true responsible for the deaths of the two greatest rappers to ever grace the face of this planet. If only the late great Mr. Christopher Wallace could talk, he could tell you himself.
Yeah. You know, my experiment with him, because I had two major ones that with him, and I can understand why he was mad during that time period, 2002, 2003. Y'all remember I done told the story where we had him in Hawaii on Spooked, and him and his bodyguard took running off the plane. I mean, they ran 100-yard dash off the plane when I had all those death row niggas. We wasn't even trying to do that to him. We were just trying to holler at him. And then I told y'all the situation at the Source Awards. That was in the one that was in L.A. in Central City when they had the Source Awards, and M was there, and it wasn't Central City. It was that spot over behind the bar one somewhere over there, but in L.A. And Pool Rider and them had him, and they were, and my boy Dean, shout out Dean. I don't know where you at, where you working for, who you working for now, but he was Jimmy Iovine's assistant at the time. He's actually the guy that discovered him. I remember the story where Jimmy Iovine told me, you know, everybody always wanted to say Dre found him and all that. It was this assistant in Jimmy's Iovine office that heard the tape, and he the one that gave it to Jimmy. And Jimmy, I remember Jimmy told me the story where he was on the treadmill, and Dre came over there and needed some money, and he threw the tape to Dre and say, "See what you can do with this guy," and so that's how M was discovered by Interscope. I'm not saying, you know, he wouldn't have been a big rapper somewhere else, but that's how he got the Dre and Interscope. So shout out Dean. But Dean was with him, and they were about to get him. And I knew Suge didn't have a problem with him. He always thought he was funny. He's always calling him the funny white boy, the comedian.
You know, Reggie, ever since this Diddy story broke and we've been covering it ongoing, it reminds me how important it is to have a good lawyer on your team. An injury could bring you millions and change your life forever, but you have to have the right team on your side. That's why I'm proud to present Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They have over 1,000 attorneys working in all 50 states, so when you're seriously injured, your injury could be worth millions. Morgan & Morgan don't just settle for the lowball offers. They fight for every dollar you deserve if you become their client. They just recently achieved some significant verdicts for their clients. $12 million in Florida, which is 34 times the highest insurance offer, and $26 million in Philadelphia, which was 40 times the highest insurance offer. With Morgan & Morgan, there's no upfront cost, and the fee is actually free unless you win. It only takes a few minutes to see if you have a case, and you can do so from the comfort of your home. If you've ever been seriously injured, your case could be worth millions, and you're only a few clicks away from potentially changing your life. It's easy to start your claim now. You can go to forthepeople.com/bomb or scan the QR code in the corner with your phone's camera.
And so he took it on. You know, I told them, leave him alone. And Dean was like, thank you. And say that. So my point is, Suge never had a problem with M back in those days. It was just that M was associated to Dre at the time, and he had a problem with Dre for whatever reason. Let John leave me the 50% of the bomb first or whatever. I'll be like, hey, John will always be good. I don't know how you can be mad at somebody that just walk away from something and say, here, you have it, you take it. And so my point is, I never understand why Suge had a problem with Dre, but I deeply know that Suge never really wanted Dre to leave. He was just riding with Tupac or that Snoop situation. I can't even blame it on Tupac. Tupac just pointed it out, but it was really because of Snoop. And you know, when Dre didn't come and support him in court. So I say all that just to say, for him to, do this, talking about Suge and accusing me. We got other audio out there where he done accused Diddy of having something to do with the responsibility of Tupac's death. And he blamed, Orlando and them or that theory. So I don't know why him or where him getting this information from. He was just trying to be funny at the time. He was just trying to ride or whatever by accusing Suge to have something to do with the death of Tupac and Biggie. Well, we know he definitely had nothing to do with the murder of Tupac now. Only the idiots believe that. And I don't believe M was an idiot. Why it got leaked, how it got leaked, I don't know. But to say it wasn't stuff that was floating in the air in 2002, 2003, we'll be all lying. We had people out there and ex-bodyguards and out there throwing no accusations out. All we can just say is, hey, thank God for rat-ass Keefy D. He cleared all that up, and well, at least definitely on the Tupac stuff. Yeah, the Biggie stuff, who knows? Ain't my business. That's New York business, right? But shout out to M. Still like you as a rapper, but just so for the record, Suge ain't never had no problems with you. All of that stuff that happened at the video shoots and all of that with the Mexican guys and all that was just because of who you was associated with. But all the conversations I always had with Suge, I think he always kind of liked them. And he just used to always call him the funny white boy, with his rapping. That's the worst thing I ever heard him say about him. If you call that, being bad, it's just, a statement. And so I heard the song. Well, it was just what was in the air in 2003, 2002. It was out there. And so that's what was believed. But for those who see pushing that agenda in 2024 to 2025, you just plain ignorant. Peace.